Minecraft Dungeons is a dungeon crawler spin-off to Minecraft. It's a game where you explore dungeons and fight monsters, but unlike Minecraft, it has a story shown during the game. The Arch-Illager found a powerful artifact called the Herb of Dominance and is using it to conquer the world, and it's your job to stop him. But that's not the entire story. Like Minecraft before it, Minecraft Dungeons has hidden pieces of lore, hidden within item descriptions and level architecture. Interested? Then join me as I tell you the true story of Minecraft Dungeons. Most of the pieces of lore are found in two places: the item description and what the locations you play in look like. There are temples, dungeons, and other rune structures in almost every location. Some items are stated to be very ancient and allude to an ancient race that built them. I believe it's like in Minecraft, they were made by the species of the player, by humans. And we can confirm they were humans and not another powerful race, because of the shape of the armors. They fit perfectly on the player, but wouldn't on other races. Villagers and piglins have bigger heads, and Endermen are taller. This ancient human race was very advanced and built the dungeons and most items. They also explored faraway islands, leaving temples and golems on them. They used different types of magic: ice, wind, and most importantly, souls. Soul magic is very powerful and is used everywhere in this universe, in weapons, armors, and artifacts. These ancient humans then explored the Nether and mined its resources, which explain the giant drills and the netherite laying around. In their search for resources, they discovered the end and were fascinated by it, with some of them devoting their lives to studying it. Multiple expeditions to this dimension failed, as shown with the beginning and the end, but one day they succeeded in killing the Ender Dragon guarding this dimension and made statues celebrating this event. In the end, they found a powerful artifact, the Herb of Dominance, but they couldn't use it as it is shown to take control of its user, so they resorted to selling it in a cave guarded by redstone golems. An unknown amount of time later, in the desert temple, a human king known as the Nameless One, called a Forgotten Ruler by the narrator, finds a way to summon the undead. Being a mummified necromancer in the present times, this would make sense. One could assume he created a zombie plague that quickly spread around the world. An age of darkness begins, and this is when most of the game's weapons are made to stop the plague. This is highly implied by the Gravebane, who was made in an age of darkness and radiates potent magical energy to ward off the undead. It is also a variant of the weapon used by skeleton vanguards, the servants of the Nameless One. But all of humanity's efforts are in vain, and the zombies aren't stopped, so they seal their tombs and dungeons to prevent even more from coming. More time passes, and centuries later, humans are nearly extinct. The remaining ones still fight monsters to protect the overworld, and are viewed as heroes by the villagers. This is when the events of the game start, The Orb of Dominance is found by the Archileger, and you begin your quest to stop him. You then go to the Island Ring to destroy the shards of the orb, and head to the end to fight the Heart of Ender, the perfect form of the Orb of Dominance, the true final boss. You defeat it, saving the world, and ending this story. And that's my interpretation of the main story of the game. There are parts I haven't covered, such as the mushroom level, the tower, or the ancient hunts, because their lore is confusing and they probably only exist as gameplay features with no significant relevance to the lore. Also, the developers probably didn't plan all of this. Rune temples and ancient magic are a common trope in fiction, and they work well in the world of Minecraft. But is it a problem? Not really, because in Minecraft the lore is also an afterthought, and there are countless theories on it. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I might make others in the future, so stay tuned if you are interested, and goodbye.